First thing I want to do, I want to thank my subscribers for the comments. I really appreciate them. And now, let's get straight to it. As a spiritual master, where most see evil, I see chaos. To see chaos is to see order as the cure. Order is tangible. Evil is subjective, and so is good. Chaos is objective, and so is order. In essence, there is no confusion between order and chaos. Good and evil can be debated subjectively all day, going nowhere. And this we see when we see the political debates about abortion and homosexuality, which have been the topic of conversation politically in the United States for the last maybe 40 or 50 years. They've been playing this game. The Supreme Court decides it, then they turn around and change their mind and do this and do that. But the thing I want you to understand is that don't look at things as good and evil. Look at things as order and chaos. Anything that is chaotic is wrong. Anything that brings about order is correct and allows for the ascension of society and the ascension of the spirit within you. I want you to understand something real quick. The religion that God gave to his chosen people, Hebrew Israelites, is spiritual philosophy. Does that name sound familiar? Spiritual philosophy is about order and chaos. When you look at the world from a standpoint of order and chaos, it simplifies things. Because order is a necessity. Order is a necessity of life. Chaos interrupts life, and it is of no value. You see, when we look at things from a point of view of order and chaos, then we look at value. Value is objective. It is not subjective and can be debated. It is abortions of value to humanity. Not if we want to be fruitful and multiply. It isn't. And every species wants to do one thing, survive, which is to be fruitful and multiply. Does homosexuality add to life? Does it add to nature? Is it a necessity? Is homosexuality a necessity? No, it's not. And if you have men marrying men, women marrying women, that's chaos. And we can look at it objectively. It is not a now. If you want to argue good and evil, you're getting into a subjective conversation. And see, that's what plutocrats and plutocracies want to do. They want to create a chaotic situation so that they can do what they've been doing, taking advantage of us. Let me explain something else. The ends and the means are the same. The ends being the conclusion and the means being the work you have to do to reach that conclusion. The ends and the means are the same, because if you do not do what is necessary, what is meant to be done, you don't reach that conclusion. And once you reach that conclusion, then you want to do what? You want to build on that conclusion. I'm going to throw something at you, and I want you to think about this. Math is the logic of numbers. Math is the logic of numbers. Logic is the mathematics of words. Logic is the mathematics of words. To understand what is of necessity to survive, we must use the correct logical words. We should not use words that are subjective, such as good and evil. We should use order and chaos, because that is objective. Order is a verb. Chaos is a verb. They both show action. They can be used as nouns, but think of words, use words that are verbial if you want to understand anything, because you want to know what that word does. What does it do? Order brings about order. It puts things in line with where they should be. Chaos brings about disorder, and it takes things out of order, and it causes what? Destruction. Use words that can be transitioned. If you're going to use a noun that can be transitioned into a verb, such as the word capital. When we come to understand the United States, capital, that's a noun, but use it as a verb, and it means to capitalize on people, which is to take advantage. If you use a noun, look for its meaning as a verb. But I want you to, going back to what I was saying, I want you to understand one thing. Forget about good and evil. Look at the world from a point of view of order and chaos. Order and chaos. And your intelligence level will grow. With that, like and subscribe. Talk to you later. But one thing I want to mention is this. Spiritual philosophy is the understanding of the laws of God that are inherent in nature. And if God has a religion, it would be spiritual philosophy. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.